We're here in not so sunny South Devon, and that not so sunny aspect has basically meant that Mr. Guy Coxall is unable to join us. We do have some snow down this way that is creeping slowly north. I had it this morning, and I've got to be honest, out of all of the time that I've lived in South Devon, they were certainly the biggest snowflakes that I've ever seen. I've lived in a few other places and seen bigger flakes, but yeah, South Devon, it really came down. Hasn't settled, certainly not by me, but there was a bit of uncertainty as to whether Guy could actually be part of this webinar and then ultimately get home easily or safely after this. So he has made his apologies, and hopefully we will reschedule that call again for another time. So basically today, if you got any questions, fire them over into the comment box, because let's just do a live Q&A, see what happens, see where we go. Who cares? At the end of the day, anything about cannabis is on the table, or yeah, just fire away. Now, just to kind of give you a heads up, because I don't want to leave it there for Guy, because he is well known in the industry. He is doing a fantastic amount with Seed Our Future. It is a big shame that he's not here to be able to talk about those bits and pieces, but certainly I should be able to give you a little bit of an indicator. So Seed Our Future has gone to the point of challenging cases for people, and it focuses on the Human Rights Act. And yeah, we do have a human right to access. There are a few ways that you can look at it. I know that he was going to break down the specific regulations that he was actually thinking of, but because he's not here, I'm not going to delve too much into them. Hopefully he will be able to kind of enlighten us a little bit more when he is here. But if you were to go on to Facebook and type in Seed Our Future, certainly you will be able to see the fantastic work that is going on there. And it's not just about challenging court cases on the basis of human rights. There are a few issues, of course, when it comes to medicinal users who are basically caught driving. And it's a little bit of a frustrating situation. And it's not just medicinal users who can get, tested for positive, tested positive for THC. It's also your standard driver because of the half-life that certain cannabinoids have inside of the bloodstream. So yeah, if you've had a spliff 2, 3, 4 weeks before getting in a car, and you're stopped for some reason or other, and you are actually tested, you could test positive, even though you wouldn't actually have been stoned driving, as it were. So I'm really looking forward to that conversation. Now, I'm a little bit gutted. We've only got one person watching. Whoever that is, feel free to drop a question, because otherwise we might be leaving this one quite quickly. But then I just wonder if plenty of people are caught out by the weather today. I know not everyone lives in South Devon, but that snow is certainly pushing up country. So let's just see what we can talk about. Now, have you come across Big Nasty at all? Let me share my screen here. There we go. This gentleman here. Now, I don't know about you, all right, but I'm starting to think that medicinal cannabis is getting a little bit sensationalized. Big Nasty medicinal cannabis. We just had an announcement about Rockshaw with their 420 farmer, which is another screen that I can share with you just here. And, well, it raises a question, doesn't it? Certainly, why is this kind of crossover occurring? Because, if you're having cannabis for medicinal purposes, then you would think that there would be a little bit more sensible naming and not branding as such. And that, to me, kind of is not just confusing, but it's also misrepresenting. Because think about it this way: you don't go and get I don't know, Ice Cube's aspirin, or I don't know, Jay-Z's I don't know, think of another. Oh, echinacea. You don't get any of that. So the fact that we've got a level of branding transferring over here, it's kind of sensationalizing the access route to medicinal cannabis. Is that right, though? I noticed yesterday that someone raised that question, and I've got to be honest. I feel that no, it is a little bit confusing, and certainly when you have a little look on some of the Facebook pages where a lot of people are describing medicinal cannabis in a recreational sense. You know, is medicinal cannabis basically a front for recreational cannabis to be kind of dished out in a, I don't know, a legitimized manner? It's something worth considering, I suppose. But yeah, I'd love your thoughts on that. Then, of course, you know, if anyone wants to talk about it, we've got direction on the earliest forms of medicinal cannabis in the UK. If anyone has heard of the Physicians of Myvi, we are talking a collection of books from Wales that stretch back to the 14th century, all the way up to the 1800s. And well, there's a couple of hemp recipes in there that I find quite interesting. One of them actually is to do with sores and is possibly there from around the time of the Black Death, the bubonic plague. And well, it makes you wonder how long cannabis before that was used in that context, because it wouldn't have just appeared literally off the bat. Someone must have basically understood what it was, what the potentials were for it, what it was good for. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Now, yeah, who is that one person? Say hello. I mean, you know, why not? Because I am in a little bit of a quandary here. Equally, I didn't want to just turn this off because, you know, Guy did actually get put in a position where he had to cancel quite near to the actual filming of this. So yeah, I've been left in a quandary. So, you know, if you do have a question, oh no, that person's gone. I don't know. Well, maybe I should just ramble. Or maybe I should just end this. Okay, folks. We'll just leave it there. Listen, take care and have a fantastic day. Ta-da.